One last episode for the holiday, everyone. It's time for Sonic Christmas Blast, a special made 3 years after the original run of the show ended. But don't get too duped by the name special. This is still a regular old episode. For the last time, let's get into it. The episode begins. Actually, you know what? Let's cover the intro for once. I skimmed it before because it's pure chaos, but they did change it around this time. Starting with the music, it's been remixed to be more of a Christmas style cover. It's neat. Many clips have been changed out too, pretty much all of them for the better, as it makes the opening easier to follow as the traditional clip show style. It even features a few clips from the episode. It's a good change. The actual episode begins with the crowd gathering around a TV watching Santa. The very obviously a robot Santa announces his retirement and that he will be replaced by Robotnik Claus. I love this already. The robots bicker over which of them is better at cheering as Robotnik announces a few small changes coming. We soon see one of these changes coming, with Robotnik Claus acting as a mall Santa asking a child what they plan to give Robotnik Claus for Christmas. When the kid protests this, he is sent away to work in Robotnik Claus's lair. Meanwhile, Sonic is speaking to not Tails. I think this is supposed to be Sally from the Sat AM show. I have no clue why she's here, why she looks so different, or why she's mute for the entire show. Sonic runs to actual Tails, and instantly you can tell those 3 years made a difference. Sonic and Tails both sound pretty different, with Tails' voice actor being outright replaced and Sonic's being more subdued. It's a good change. I've mentioned in passing how I find most of the voices in the show annoying, and I think this pushes the needle closer to neutral. A bird points out a ring that Sonic got from Sally, with no one around seeming to know anything else about it. Sonic tells Tails that he hasn't gotten Sally a present yet, that they need to rush to get her something great. We get a scene with the robots stealing a guy's house. That's the scene. Sonic and Tails are still seeking out presents, but every store is empty. Tails notices the city is being robbed by an army of robots, calling Sonic over to look at the streets. The robots are all delivering to Robotnik Claus, inciting the two to investigate. Well, that didn't take long. Sonic finds the kid from before, and he tells the duo everything. Scratch and Grounder cut the story short though, along with the obvious fake Santa. They attack Sonic and the others, but well, you know the score. Sonic hijacks the crane and destroys the 3 of them with the power of gravity. They learn that the real Santa is being held hostage somewhere, so Sonic puts on a disguise, and yes, it's that easy. Some things never change, but look, I don't know if it's the knowledge that this is the last episode or something else, but this episode actually seems good. As in, actually good and not just good by the show standards. It's weird. The jokes still aren't very funny, but for once the episode isn't going for pure comedy, so it doesn't really hurt that much. Real Santa is being held in a cave 7 miles south of the North Pole. So away Sonic goes. We see Robotnik Claus is building a massive chimney house, and he wants even more so that everyone can come and bring him presents. That's the scene. We cut to Sonic and Tails seeking out the cave when they find what Tails calls SWAT bots. Wait, isn't that what they call the Sat AM robots? I haven't seen that show yet, but between this and Sally, I'm very confused. Sonic effortlessly breaks in and finds the real Santa with minimal effort. We transition to Santa's workshop, but yes! Robotnik Claus stole all of the presents here too. Santa mopes about Robotnik Claus's victory, saying that even if Sonic stole all the presents back, the quantity is just too great for Sonic to do it all by himself. While moping, Santa is surprised to see Sonic's ring. Santa brings the group underground to show a mural that suggests that the ring can unlock ultimate velocity for the wearer upon clearing a set of trials. Seems useless for Sonic, but he's interested anyway. The first trial is to climb Ice Pick Peak, and look at that, he's already there. The second is to snowboard down Calamity Cliffs, which Sonic fails because he loses the board and bikes the rest of the way down, but good enough. The third challenge is, I don't know? They don't show it! Sonic must have cleared it though, as the next scene is Santa telling Sonic that he unlocked ultimate velocity. Sonic breaks into Robotnik Claus's house and steals all of the gifts, and his clothes. Sonic presumably returns all the gifts, although we only see him visit one house. Sonic then visits Sally, delivers a bunch of gifts to her, kisses her, and then runs off. You know what, no comment. I don't know Sat AM well enough to analyze this. The episode ends with Santa deciding the robot was right and that he needs a successor, therefore naming Sonic, or rather Sonic Claus, as his replacement. Sonic Claus takes the idea well, finishing on a fourth wall break to say Merry Christmas. Sonic says, doesn't exist. Yeah, they didn't do one this time, so that's it. I kinda spoiled my own thoughts before, but yeah, I think this is easily one of the best episodes of the show. If Robotnik Express didn't exist, I would have no qualms about it being number 1, and even with that competition, I'm not sure what I would give it to. A new setting, a new cast of likable characters, most of the annoying VAs changed how they voiced the characters to be more likable, and the writing actually makes Sonic out to be good and Robotnik evil. You'd think that last one is a given, but you can't take it for granted in this show. But yeah, that's it. The show's over for real now. I do have a few other videos I want to do on the series at some point, but I won't make any promises over any of them. What I can promise is that I will start covering Sonic Sat AM as a replacement for this series at some point. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and have a good one. Merry Christmas and goodbye.